Durex's The Birds and Bees Talk on Tuesday launched Asia's first consent cafe, a pioneering initiative designed to spark meaningful conversations around consent, equity and healthy relationships at the 25th Hornbill Festival. Ravi Bhatnagar, Director of External Affairs and Partnerships for Southeast Asia at Reckitt, shared insights about the consent awareness with women-led leadership program launched 5 years ago. This initiative, inspired by global discussions on consent and LGBTQ+ issues, focuses on creating awareness about good and bad touch and things changing around. Bhatnagar said the program has been introduced in 10 states and now additionally he revealed that 2025 will witness the launch of consent cafes in 10 states.
Actually, we started in 5 years back. It's the 5th year of the program, and this program is based on the global discussions around consent, about equality, about colored populations, around LGBTQI+ whole domain. Then we talk about growing up. And as you know, like world is divided into two parts. There is a bigger part in the world which believes like we should not be talking much about growing up with the kids, but we think like it's very important, like they should be aware about the good touch, bad touch. They should be very much aware about what's changing around them, and they should take health in their hands, and they should be responsible citizens. So we thought like we will start this program, and we started from the northeast actually. We are in Nagaland, we are in Manipur, Mizoram, Meghalaya, Arunachal, and after seeing some of the results from this program, we thought like why just to keep this program here, we should continuously invest in this program, and we take this program further to other states. And we took this program to Chandigarh this year. We have taken this program to Delhi last year. We have taken this program to Goa this year. We have taken this program to Gujarat 2 years back, and continuously now we have a battery of around 10 states where we have taken this program. On the top of that, there are a lot of discussions where people are seeing and believing in this program, because the testimonials which come from the moms, which comes from the kids, the testimonials which comes from the government, from the civil society. There are a lot of discussions around it, and people are talking about like how to take it to the other countries now. And with the support of the governments here, in the case of Nagaland, we have been partnering with the government here specifically for the Hornbill Festival for the 3 years now. This is the 3rd year for us, and this is the Asia's first consent cafe, because we think like consent is very, very important thing in life. And I'll give you one example which we can correlate to. And the example is like, yesterday we all observed the World AIDS Day. We think like, all these things like consent, awareness, protection, they are interlinked to each other. If someone consents also and doesn't know about protecting from HIV and hepatitis, so how are you going to reduce the disease load and the disease burden? So it's very important, like, to think from the human-centric design thinking, getting the local artists, getting the sustainable material, getting local folks as volunteers and the managers, and driving the whole program with the gender lens, where from the state manager of Nagaland to the country manager of the program, again we have all women who are leading this program. I am not undermining the role of men in this, but we do think like women do a lot of justice to the program, and we also want like consent is something which we took it to Cannes last year, the work from the Birds and the Bees Talk, and in the Cannes Festival, there were a lot of discussions about why this whole the concept of consent is important. We want to raise the decibel level on the consent, because consent is fundamental for the growth, consent is fundamental for the good health, consent is a fundamental for security and safety of the women, as well as men, as well as others. So we have been investing in culturally adaptive practices. One of the practices actually, this is a land. We always say this Hornbill Festival is a festival of festivals. So what a right opportunity to raise the decibel level and making sure like we have art, we have music, we have graffitis, we have the painting competitions where thousands of actually people are actually joining us and they are actually taking the messaging on consent from here. And our future plans are to take the consent basically not in the state of Nagaland, but 2025 will be witnessing consent cafes in the 10 states of India where we are currently working. And this is just not an idea. This is something which we believe in. And I believe like a lot of our Hindi Bollywood movies, we project and portray very differently. In Hindi we say, na ka matlab na nahi hota. No means no is not actually understood as no. So it's important. People should understand no means no. And that's very important for making sure our future generations, the Gen Zs, the millennials and baby boomers all are safe in this world. This world already has a lot of things which are going on and we really want and we strive to make this world more peaceful world through our small efforts through the birds in the beanstalk. Thank you so much to all of you for coming and listening to us. Here for us, for all the chief ministers of the states where we have been working, they have realized themselves like we have the issues like teen pregnancies, we have issues like how to deal with the colored populations in the schools. We came up with something very interesting which is called the rainbow classrooms, where the teachers when they get trained, so we offer them a rainbow classroom and that signifies there's a safe space for the teachers as well as parents and the kids who are colored populations. And in the same way, like we are also seeing from the data, the gender responsiveness has increased to a very large extent. Kids are reporting through, the research says kids are understanding there is the importance of understanding the link between, consent, growing up, protection, inclusion, awareness, and happy to share with you some data sets if you want the data sets from the external research, what the research is saying. Also, we are the market leaders. Durex is a brand. As a market leader, we come up with a condomology report. We also come up with the Durex Sex Survey, which is the world's biggest sex survey. But that's largely for the adult population. This work is totally focused on school-going kids. And this work is not sex education. It's more about birds in the beanstalk, giving them more confidence, making them more aware, making them no one exploits them, making sure the basic ethos of child protection are there in play and no one gets exploited. That's what we aim at.